Hi Sagittarius, welcome to your March mid-month tarot reading. My name is Ginger of Tarot by Ginger. I had just about finished the recording of this video when something happened and it went away. So I'm going to start it again. And I have all the cards laid out, but I'm just going to start. So I'm using the Lantern Oracle deck to pull a card to determine what do we need to look at this month? What do we need to look at within ourselves? Then I'm going to pull two Power of Surrender Oracle cards to show us, well, what will help us to address this issue that we may or may not be having. Then I'll pull your Oracle reading, and then I'll pull some cards from the Archangel Oracle deck and from the Ascended Masters Oracle deck to let you know who is with you to assist you through this month. Okay? So we started out, Sagittarius. Oh, before we go, let me just ask you to like, share, and subscribe, because I usually forget to ask you to do that, but please like, share, and subscribe. It helps me to grow my channel. I greatly appreciate that. And my website is www.tarotbyginger if you would like to book a private reading, and all of that information is in the section underneath the video. Okay, so this for Sagittarius, this looks like a difficult month. The first card out is called Weeping Wound. Great heartbreak. It's the kind of heartbreak, when the card first came out and I read it and looked at it, I felt in my chest, my breath getting caught in my throat. So I felt the depth of the heartbreak. Your surrender cards are surrender stress. Take a few deep breaths and exhale the tension you've built up in your body. Let the stress go as you come back to center. And that's so important when something like this happens. It's like, oh, you know, we need to breathe, sit down and breathe deeply, get grounded, breathe deeply, and be in our center, because the world does continue to operate. And just get still and get centered and take deep breaths. It'll help to relieve the panic. And then surrender to silence. In quiet meditation or contemplation, let go and enter the stillness within. Silence can heal and replenish you. Okay? So, surrender the stress through deep breathing and surrender to the silence within, because the God within is there to help you. All right? Okay. Your Oracle cards. I have the Five of Wands, which is telling me it's probably the squirrel working inside your head because of this heartbreak. Whose fault? What? My fault. Their fault. I did this, they did that. How dare they? Blah, 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 blah. Let it go. The next card is the Five of Cups, which shows the heartbreak, but all is not lost. 3 cups have spilled, but there are 2 cups still standing. There is still a future for you, and a beautiful future at that. This situation may have you feeling as though you've been a victim, and you've not been a victim. You are not a victim. Sometimes stuff happens, you know, sometimes we get red flags. Interesting, her dress is red. Sometimes we get red flags and we ignore them. Or sometimes this heartbreak comes out of the blue. The next card is the Chariot. Hold your horses. Hold on. Don't go anywhere. Just sit in your chair and take deep breaths and get yourself centered and let your brain calm down first, because you have divine help here. The Page of Cups is here to tell you that the world is a beautiful place. There is great creativity ahead for you, and you are very connected to the divine within if you choose to access it, if you choose to receive. So he's telling you, just calm down, calm down. Open your heart to receive the goodness that is there for you and that is within you. There is great goodness within you. The next card is the Six of Cups, so you have 2 sixes. 6 of Cups is reminiscing, and I'm going to say reminiscing of times prior to this heartbreak. Whether this is a career change, losing a job, or perhaps a relationship, or perhaps somebody passed suddenly, and there's a lot involved in that passing, or maybe you've been in an accident and you're laid up for a while. You know, it could be something like that. That is a loss. It's great loss, and it's heartbreaking because you're in pain and you don't know what the outcome will be, right? Then, this is a beautiful reading. The Two of Cups shows up. This is typically a long-term, beautiful, romantic partnership. You see each other for who you are, not who the other person wants you to be, but who you truly are. And they love each other for who they each are. It's a beautiful situation. It could also be a business partner. It could also be a new doctor who steps in and says, I know how to take care of this. I know how to take care of you, and I'm going to take care of you. It could be, you know, a new friend, someone who shows up and has been through a similar situation and just listens so that you can vent your experience. Could be something like that. So, with all of this, what comes of it? Well, you're probably going to learn to set your boundaries. You're probably going to learn to pay attention more to what is going on around you. You'll be more attentive to what is going on around you. And that's a good thing. That is a good thing. The outcome card is the Star. And what more beautiful card to have as the outcome to a reading like this. This is a card of hope. It is an energy where you feel so good to be in your body. You feel so good to be who you are. You've come through a difficult time. A very difficult time. This is a difficult time. And you've come out of it and you're feeling stronger than ever. You're feeling more confident than ever. You're feeling a little vulnerable, maybe. That's possible. But yet that vulnerability does not make you weak. It makes you stronger. And this is a really beautiful reading. I'm sorry for your heartbreak, whatever that heartbreak may be. Remember, this is a general reading. It's for the consciousness of Sagittarius around the globe. It is not for individual Sagittarians, but for the consciousness of Sagittarius. You may want to check your sun, your moon and rising signs to see if there's anything there that may resonate with you. Okay, so your Archangel card. You have Archangel Zadkiel. It is time for transmutation. Carry the violet flame. Makes me think of Saint Germain of the violet flame. So Archangel Zadkiel is there. So transmutation is taking something that is not pure and making it pure. Okay? Your next card is Archangel Raziel. Seek and you will find. Be a wise one. I love it. Beautiful cards. So call on Archangel Zadkiel and Archangel Raziel. They have some assistance for you. And then your Ascended Masters card for Sagittarius for mid-month March 2022. Oh, Melchizedek. I love Melchizedek. He's very practical, loving, very loving, generous energy. So call on him to work with you. He will walk you through this in a practical way, in a way that works. Wow, beautiful. Thank you, Sagittarius, for watching, and I wish you well through the end of the month, and I'll see you for a card of the day. All right, take care. Bye-bye.